Russian troops patrolling the Kharkov region have been filmed walking past the wreckage of a Canadian-made Roshel Senator armored vehicle, reportedly worth $600,000, underscoring the scale of foreign military losses in Ukraine. The footage, released by the Russian Defense Ministry, forms part of a broader update on recent operational achievements by Russian forces across multiple fronts of the ongoing conflict. According to a ministry statement, Russian air defense systems intercepted a large number of Western-supplied weapons over the past 24 hours. These include 2 UK-manufactured Storm Shadow cruise missiles, 4 US-made JDAM, Joint Direct Attack Munition, guided aerial bombs, and a total of 316 fixed-wing unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, with 205 UAVs reportedly shot down outside the Special Military Operations Zone. The ministry also released footage showcasing Russian artillery crews, tank units, and unmanned aerial vehicle UAV operators in action, underlining the continued momentum of Russian tactical operations on the ground. In a parallel development, the Baltic Fleet's Bastion coastal missile systems conducted live fire drills, launching precision strikes on sea-based targets as part of a scheduled training exercise. The Bastion system, armed with P-800 Onyx supersonic missiles, is a key component of Russia's coastal defense strategy. The downing of high-value Western munitions and the destruction of NATO-supplied vehicles are likely to intensify debates over the effectiveness of military aid to Ukraine, as well as the expanding operational reach of Russian forces in the Kharkov region and beyond. Three years into the war, Ukraine and Russia continue to strike deep behind enemy lines. But which side has suffered more strategic losses? From destroyed bombers to sunken warships, here's a look at the most devastating blows in the conflict so far. On June 2nd, Ukraine launched one of its boldest operations yet. Using drones smuggled into Russia and hidden in fake mobile homes, Ukraine struck major air bases thousands of miles from the front lines. According to Ukraine's domestic intelligence agency, the SBU, the strike caused over $7 billion in damage, destroying more than 40 aircraft, including Tu-95 and Tu-22M3 strategic bombers, and even one of Russia's prized A-50 surveillance planes.
By far the most significant attack that Ukraine has mounted to date against Russia's long-range strike forces. The long-range aviation force, as part of the Russian aerospace forces, so their bomber fleet, is extremely heavily tasked against Ukrainian targets with large salvos of air-launched cruise missiles, and has been so literally throughout the entire war. They're also one leg of Russia's nuclear deterrent, the air-launched cruise missile leg with what we would term AS-23 or KH-102 nuclear missiles, or KH-101 conventional cruise missiles. Of the fleet is around 60 to 65 Tu-95s thought to have been active prior to this strike. So at least 8 destroyed, and potentially significantly more than that will be a significant chunk of the fleet's available assets.
Military analysts call this Ukraine's most effective long-range operation yet, hitting nearly 34% of Russia's strategic cruise missile fleet in one night. But Ukraine's maritime sabotage also hit Russia hard. In April 2022, Ukraine sank the Moskva, the flagship of Russia's Black Sea Fleet, a loss likened to the US Navy losing an aircraft carrier. Then, in early 2024, sea drones struck again, destroying the guided missile ship Ivanovets. Jet ski-powered drones hit the ship in the dead of night, triggering massive explosions. The Kerch Bridge, Putin's $3.7 billion Pride project, was also targeted. In July 2023, Ukraine used an experimental sea drone to blast the key supply line, damaging road lanes and cutting off logistical routes into Crimea. In recent months, Ukraine-linked operatives may have gone even deeper, targeting Russian leaders. Deputy Mayor Zaur Gurtsev, linked to attacks on Mariupol, was killed by an explosion in southern Russia. General Yaroslav Moskalik was killed by a car bomb in April, and in February, militia leader Armen Sarkisyan died in a blast in central Moscow. While Ukraine never claims responsibility, these assassinations have shocked Moscow and drained top-tier leadership from Russia's war machine. But Ukraine has also suffered. Cities like Mariupol and Bakhmut have been razed. The cost in infrastructure and civilian life is staggering. Power stations, grain silos, and entire towns have been obliterated in targeted Russian strikes. Still, Ukraine's long-range tactics are reshaping the battlefield, proving the war is no longer just about trenches. It's a war of nerves, reach, and resilience. With each operation, both sides push the limits of modern warfare. But with bombers destroyed, bridges shattered, and leaders gone, one question remains: how much longer can either side afford to lose?